Well, hello and welcome back to my channel yet again. Same greeting as always. That's probably not going to change. How do you even change up a greeting? I don't know, it's kind of just standard. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming back. So that was a lot of rambling. Anyway, so the main goal of today's video is to use inexpensive products. Not necessarily things that you can just find in drugstore, but all of the products that I'm going to use, I'm going to try to keep them, I'd like to say under 15. No, I'm going to try to keep it under 10. We'll see how that works out. But every single product I am going to try my best to keep under $10, and we're going to see how that goes. I'm going to list everything that I'm using down below and the price of it, so if you like it, you can go check it out and pick it up for yourself. Now, these are pretty much things that I've used before for the most part. I just haven't really paid much attention to if they're under $10 or not. I'm pretty sure the foundations that I'm going to use, I'm fairly sure everything is 10 or under. Hopefully. But the one new thing that I am going to try out, and I actually heard some rave about it, is the Camo Concealer Sponge from E.L.F. Cosmetics, and it's best with our camo concealers, which I picked up another shade of from Ulta, and something else I got from Ulta. I also got this Maybelline Big Shot mascara. I have tried this before. And I also I got these two from Ulta, and I got the sponge from Target, as well as this Black Radiance Beauty Artisan Color Baked Blush in shade Toasted Almond. I have used another Black Radiance Beauty blush before in shade Rich Peach. It's this pinkish one, but I kind of want to see what this one's about. Very pigmented. So we'll see how that goes, and we're just going to kind of jump right into it. And I've used this before, but this is a brand new one. It's a pretty basic E.L.F. neutral palette. It took me a while to unwrap that. This is how we ended up because it's very hard to open. But this is the Mad for Matte eyeshadow palette, Nude Mood. I'm pretty sure I've used this before. Not this exact one, obviously, because I just took it out of the packaging, but I'm pretty sure I've used the Mad for Matte eyeshadow palette before. The first thing we are going to do is I'm kind of going to go ahead and start on the brows, and I'm just, as you know, I usually just use shadows for my brows, so I'm kind of just going to go in with this, maybe mix these two shades, my brows, and we're going to see what happens with that. So I'm going to go in with a little brush, pick up those two shades. So here's where we are. And I'm just going to go in with my Colourpop Cosmetics Concealer, shade Medium Dark 34, to conceal the eye and prep the eye for some shadow. I believe these concealers are $6. I believe the eyeshadow palette is exactly $10. And I'm just going to... So for the eye today, I think I'm just going to go ahead and do something relatively simple and fairly neutral. I actually also have these Wet n Wild pigments. They're a little shimmery loose pigments, so I can actually combine these two to create something different and cool. We'll see where it goes. I really don't have much of a clue about what I'm going to do here, but we are going to go in with a Luxie 229 taper blending brush, and I'm going to dip into this middle shade right there. I'm going to go with the same brush, dip into that color. for some additional dimension, we are going to go into the last and darkest color with the same brush, because we are going from light to dark, so why can't we use the same brush? And then I'm going to dip into the third shade with a Morphe M533. On the lid of the eye, I'm going to go in with Wet n Wild Color Icon Loose Pigment in shade Noel. Fun fact, I actually went, not the last Christmas, but the Christmas before in 2018, I went I went to Walgreens like the day or 2 days after Christmas. I think it was like a day after Christmas. And there were so many things on sale, and this was one of the things I got on sale. It was a 3-pack, I believe. Paid like $2 or something for it. It was great. Of course I had to pick it up. That's some punch. Going back in with the same Luxie brush. And I'm just going to go in with my Maybelline Colossal Big Shot mascara. This is the eye. Unfortunately, I do not have a liner, but what I think I'm going to do is I might go in back to the shadow, use the darkest color, pick some up on this brush, and just smudge that along that line. Now for the face, I'm going to go in with the E.L.F. Luminous Putty Primer and the E.L.F. Poreless Putty Primer. And what we're going to do is I'm actually going to put the Luminous one on the cheekbones and wherever you would usually highlight. And then the Poreless one is going to go basically everywhere else. Now, for foundation, I'm going to go in with the Milani Conceal and Perfect in shade Sand Beige. I'm going to mix it with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in shade Desert Beige. Gonna go ahead and apply that first to the center of the face, and then work my way out to wherever needs some coverage. On initial application, that is gorgeous. My Real Technique sponge. We're going to go in with the E.L.F. Hydrating Camo Concealer Satin Finish Tan Walnut, and combine that with the Hydrating Camo Concealer in shade Medium Beige. Gonna go in with a Morphe E26 brush and mix the two right there. Contour, we are going to go in with Colourpop Cosmetics No Filter Concealer in shade Deep Dark 56. Put some on the back of my hand. Take the same brush that I used for foundation, and I'm mixing it in to where I put the highlighting concealer, so it is a little lighter, because this look is not super dramatic. The sponge for under the eye. We were supposed to use the camo concealer sponge. It's looking at me right here. You know what we are going to do? We're going to apply some more concealer under the eye and blend it out with that, because I like a little more brightness under it. So we're going to go in with the Hydrating Camo Concealer Satin Finish Medium Beige. This one's a little lighter. This is what the sponge looks like. Sort of feels like the Real Technique sponge, actually. Wow. And it's super narrow, so you can probably really get into the nose area. is stunning. Now we are going to go into Airspun. We've all heard about it, I'm sure. And I'm gonna take this same sponge and I'm just going to lightly dip my sponge in, tap off the excess, set right there. I'm kind of concentrating the powder really right here. I'm not taking it all the way up because I'm kind of here for the dewy finish. I'm going to go in with a Morphe M438 and just brush that away. I'm just going to dip into the Matte for Matte palette again, go in with this shade, and we are going to put that under the eye. This really fluffy brush. We have the E.L.F. Liquid Glitter Shadow in shade Flirty Birdy. So I'm actually just going to put some of that onto the lid. Super subtle. Now, for some blusher, going with Black Radiance Beauty Artisan Color Baked Blush in Toasted Almond. And I'm going to go in with a Sephora brush. There's no... Oh! Pro Contour Blush Contour. 74. Pick some up. That's pigmented. Just going to press that onto the back of my hand to get off some excess. Woo! That's scary. That is pigmented. And nothing a little blending can't help. Well worth the money. And this is a beautiful one for spring, summer. I love blush, so I'll use whatever color, whenever. Now for highlight, I have Colourpop or E.L.F. I think I'm going to go ahead and use E.L.F. And I'm going to go in to the Siren's Call Highlighting Duo from E.L.F. Cosmetics. Looks like this. And I'm going to go in with the orangey side and just zhuzh that onto the skin. Alright! Now, for a lip color, we might have to use Colourpop. Colourpop it is. We are going to go in with the shade Rooch. I believe that's how it's said. Not 100% sure. And just go ahead and apply. So whenever I use these Colourpop lippies, I've used it that much that it's off. The name of it is off, but I'm pretty sure it's one of the Colourpop matte liquid lipsticks. And whenever I use these matte liquid lipsticks, especially from Colourpop, I am especially careful to moisturize underneath my lips. I just use plain old Blistex. That's pretty much the only thing that really works for me, but I always moisturize. And please excuse my crabby nails, I just remembered. But this is the spritz. I actually think we were successful in keeping all of our products under $10. Of course, I will list the prices down below, let you guys know what it was, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you guys saw some products that you maybe like that are not going to break the bank or hurt your wallet. And I hope that you guys are having a great week and have a great week ahead. And once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to check out my makeup Instagram, Villadechic, my design Instagram, villadechicdesigns, and my Etsy shop where I sell clothes that I make myself, Villadechic. That will all be listed down below. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you guys picked up something helpful along the way. And thank you so much. See you in the next one.